Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. Yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee held a markup, which is basically their term for voting on bills that are in committee to get them out of committee in order to get them to the House floor for a full body vote. And three of the bills that we have been watching for quite some time were passed. They were moved out of committee. They will now be ready or able to be scheduled to put on the calendar for a full vote in the House of Representatives. Those bills are the ones we've been talking about. The Extreme Risk Protection Order Act of 2019, otherwise the red flag on a federal level, H.R. 1236. I'll have links to those, like always, down below. The second one is the magazine ban, anything 10 rounds or more, and that's called the Keep Americans Safe Act, H.R. 1186. And also a bill that's kind of flying under the radar because not a lot of people are paying attention or there's not a lot of headlines for it. And that is H.R. 2708. That's the Disarm Hate Act. Sounds really cool. However, what they're looking to do is to pass a law that if you are found guilty, if you're convicted of a misdemeanor hate crime, you can never possess a weapon legally. Now, I know a lot of people can say, hey, man, hate crimes, that's pretty rough. In some states, a hate crime, a misdemeanor hate crime could be just as easy as if you're in a fight with somebody and you call them a derogatory term. And that it can be charged as a hate crime because it's during an assault and battery. It's a misdemeanor hate crime. So if you are found guilty in that case, you can never ever possess a firearm ever again. You lose your Second Amendment for life if this Disarm Hate Act makes it through to law onto the president's desk. Now, these bills will be scheduled for a vote relatively soon, I would say. Probably, they want to try to rush this, so probably in the next 3 weeks, is typically how they move stuff quickly. It does have to go to the Senate. Now, the Senate is kind of wavering. Mitch McConnell has said he will bring stuff to the Senate floor for a vote if he knows that the president is in favor of it enough to where he will sign it into law. So if you have the Trumpster tell Mitch McConnell, hey, that red flag law that I've been asking people to get, that I've been begging for,
take the firearms first and then go to court. We have to do something very decisive. Number one, you can take the guns away immediately from people that you can judge easily are mentally ill, like this guy. The police saw that he was a problem. They didn't take any guns away. Now, that could have been policing. I think they should have taken them away anyway, whether they had the right or not. A lot of times, by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case that just took place in Florida. But take the guns first, go through due process second.
If you guys put that through the vote, I'll sign off on that. And I do think that is going to happen. I've been telling you guys for 2 years now, the red flag is the biggest risk we have to the Second Amendment as we know it. Due process will be destroyed and eviscerated with this. It violates a lot of our bills of rights. And it's just a terrible thing. But they think it's the magic snake oil. It's going to solve every problem. Not true. We know that. I'm preaching to the choir. But I really do think that that's one that Trump is willing to negotiate with. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But the evidence appears that it's heading that direction. Also, the universal background check bill that has been stalled in Congress will receive a new push this week. And I know the president has spoken from both sides of his mouth on this one. He's for it. He's against it because we're already background checks. But don't be shocked and awed if that comes onto his desk or arrives on his desk for a signature and gets signed. Some troubling times we are in right now. I just want to give a shout out to those groups that are doing work in this area. Gun Owners of America. They're in Washington every single day. I know this personally. Fighting right now. They're talking to senators. They're talking to representatives. They're trying to get the truth out about the red flag bills. I know Firearms Policy Coalition and my friend Craig DeLuz, he's been there for a week. They're meeting with senators. They're meeting with congressmen, telling them the red flag laws are not good. They're actually detrimental to the Constitution. I know that these two groups are there every day, okay? I don't know about the others, but I do know those two are there. I always say support those who support you. If you want to join Firearms Policy Coalition or Gun Owners of America, I will have links in the description. If you just want to donate, you can do that there as well. I am a life member of Gun Owners of America. I'm also a member of Firearms Policy Coalition. I get 0 for referring people there, but the cause gets helped by people joining. If you do join Gun Owners of America, utilize my link in the description. You get a $5 discount on an annual membership for 1 year. But you can also donate that $5 back. It's not a bad grab for $15. So please use that link if you're going to join, and they know that it came right from Guns and Gadgets. I don't get a nickel for it at all. I won't accept money for it. In fact, yesterday I made the donation to Gun Owners of America that were raised from the live stream we did with Eric Pratt a couple weeks ago. So thank you all for your support. It means so much. I know that FCP and GOA are in dire need of as much support from us as possible. They're in a fight for the Second Amendment. I mean, it really is. We're in a fight for America as we know it or knew it. Fundamental changes are on the floor in Congress right now, and we need to stop it. So please subscribe to this channel. This is where you're going to get these updates faster than anybody else. Until we see each other again, this is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.